Today is 3/11/2020. The third is the drainage of water takes place only along vertical paths. So this third assumption is also uh, noteworthy. Now, friends, let us try to understand
Excuse me, sir.
this phenomena further. Yeah,
So, in the first assumption, we said that K remains constant during consolidation, and then we said as E decreases, K value declines. So these two are
yeah,
contradictory in itself.
yeah. This is the assumption. You are right. That's why some assumptions have to be made in the research. Although this first sentence itself, although this first sentence itself, this is wrong. Basically, this is also wrong. You remember when I was discussing the permeability chapter, I always said that horizontal permeability is larger than the vertical permeability. Right? Remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this itself is, yeah. So this itself is contradictory. So that's why it is called assumption. Okay? So let us say there is any soil mass. This is consolidated. In the consolidation chapter, you always presume that if I am discussing the soil mass, that means it is saturated soil mass. So let us say the thickness of this soil mass is dz, and because it is saturated, so if I just attach a piezometer, it rise, some water will be, water will be rising, say up to this level. This is water. And if I attach the piezometer here on the top of this sample, obviously water will rise only up to here. So there will be some difference, that is called, say, H. Now, why this pressure is rising? Because I am applying certain pressure, some pressure rising here. Delta P is a pressure increment. Means initially the sample was saturated, but I am applying some delta P pressure. So it will make the rise of water into the piezometer tubes like this. Now you will agree with me if I am going to write some equation, and you will automatically agree with me that the everything is explained in this figure. So if hydrostatic excess pressure at any point within play layer is U, then the unbalanced hydrostatic excess pressure for a sample of TZ thickness is given by U plus del U upon del Z into dz minus U is equal to del U upon del Z into dz. Because U was already there, and now we are applying certain pressure. So that's why this is something plus. This plus sign came only because we are applying the external pressure, and minus the initial without application of the pressure. So this is the equation. Now this is the pressure. You see, this is a pressure. This is a pressure, and we know that pressure is equal to gamma H, gamma W into H. So therefore, head H is 1 upon gamma W, means from here H will be what? 1 upon gamma W into P. And P is what? In the previous equation, del U upon del Z into dz. Now, if velocity of drainage through soil slice is V, then by Darcy's law, V is equal to Ki is equal to K I is delta H upon del Z, and you keep the value of del U by del Z from here. So we can say that it is K upon gamma W into du upon dz. And we put minus sign here. We put minus sign here. So because minus sign, because H decreases with increase of Z. Now consider an element of unit area and thickness dz, the volume of water entering the bottom of an element in unit time is V. The volume of water leaving from top of element shall be V plus del V upon del Z into dz per unit of time. Hence, net volume of water drained out of element, which also equals the decrease in volume of element in unit time shall be, you see, net volume of water drained volume of water drained out of the element, and this will obviously be equal to the decrease in volume of element. So this will be equal to what? V plus del V upon del Z into dz minus V. So this will be equal to del V upon del Z into dz. Now, this is also the function of porosity, that we can say that change in volume per unit of original volume is represented by change in porosity delta N. Hence, del V upon del Z is equal to del N upon del T. We also know that delta N is equal to mv into delta P bar. Here delta P bar is the pressure increment which has been transferred to the soil grains. Hence, delta V upon del Z is equal to mv upon delta T into this is all simple arithmetic, you see, based from the basic principles only. Also the pressure increment here, delta P is externally imposed pressure and it is a constant. Hence, del by del T of delta P bar shall be minus u upon del T. Now, substitute in equation 2. You get del V upon del Z is equal to minus mv okay. Now, from earlier equation, we have seen that del V upon del Z is equal to minus, this we had seen on slide number 3 or 4, I think, A upon gamma W so that K upon gamma W into delta 2U upon del Z square is equal to mv del U upon del T, or del U upon del T is equal to K upon gamma W into mv into delta U upon del Z square. So this is all the basic principles only. And from here on solving, we see that del U upon del T is equal to CV into del U upon del Z square. This is question number 3. So this equation, you see, this equation 3 is differential equation of consolidation which describes the distribution of the hydrostatic axis pressure with time as well as along the direction Z. Now solution to this equation is shown in set of curves. Now these set of curves, let me show you. This one is a set of curve. Here on the y-axis, this is the drainage path ratio Z by H, and this left on x side axis, it is consolidation ratio. Consolidation ratio is equal to intergranular pressure upon total pressure. So this is also given in the previous slides, and all those slides I am going to send you also. But because at that time it was too immature to explain you the occurrence of those curves, so I did not explain it that time. Yeah, this one. So today I explained it because now today is the right time to explain you how the consolidation takes place in the clay soil at the pressure increments. Now friends, whatever I have discussed so far, in these discussions we believe that the consolidation is taking place in the vertical direction only. Now let me start the discussion on the on the three-dimensional consolidation. Three-dimensional consolidation. So this three-dimensional consolidation, if I start the discussion on this three-dimensional, the first discussion is that whatever discussions we have done so far, that was on the basis of assumption that consolidation takes place only in the vertical direction. But in real life, the in real life consolidation is in 3D. It is always 3D. It is always 3D consolidation. So we should be more interested in three-dimensional consolidation, but three-dimensional consolidation you cannot understand unless until you know the basics of the one-dimensional consolidation. For understanding the three-dimensional consolidation, let us try to understand it from the basics only. So let us say this is any soil element dx, dy, dz, and the flow is taking place and flow is coming out. It is consolidated. Remember, it is a saturated soil mass. It is the saturated soil mass. So this is dx, this is dy, and third is the dz. So here the assumptions are: number one, soil is completely saturated, Darcy's law is valid, and soil mass is homogeneous. Soil mass is homogeneous. And third is pressure increment. Pressure increment is applied instantaneously so that T is independent of time. Now in this figure, in the different directions, we can presume that this is Vx minus del Vx upon del x into dx by 2, and this is Vx plus del Vx upon del x into dx by 2, and in this direction this is Vy minus del Vy upon del y into dy by 2, and this is Vy plus del Vy upon del y into dy by 2, and similarly for del z, Vz minus del Vz upon del z into dz by 2, and similarly here Vz plus del Vz upon del z into dz by 2. Now here also, friends, the same thing as we did earlier also, the volume of water flowing into soil parallelepiped per unit time is given by Q, means quantity of water going in, Vx minus del Vx upon del x into dx by 2 into dyz plus Vy minus del Vy upon del y into dy by 2 dx dz plus Vz minus del Vz upon del z into dz by 2 into dx dy. And the volume of water coming out of parallelepiped, Q out, is Vx plus del Vx upon del x into dx by 2 into dyz plus so on. So this is equation 2. The earlier one was equation 1. So hence volume of water squeezed out of element, soil element, of parallelepiped per unit time is dq is equal to q out minus q in, and this comes out as del Vx upon del x plus del Vy upon del y plus del Vz upon del z into dx dy dz.
Sir.
तो जो नए वो लेते हैं, कैसे लेते हैं? नई स्लाइड यहाँ पे ऐड करनी हो, जैसे ब्लैंक, अच्छा, तो जैसे ना ये इसके बाद ये आ गया, ये तो नहीं आएगा अभी, और इसके बाद ये खत्म हो गई, ब्लैंक ब्लैंक कहाँ करें अगर हो तो ये आगे बढ़ती रहेगी ये शेयरिंग करके 7-8 लगा देते हैं okay friends just kindly wait I have to add some blank slides okay just kindly wait because although I have a PowerPoint presentation like this one but I thought let me explain you step by step so that the things are more clear to you so just kindly wait for 2-3 minutes और आगे अगर राइट क्लिक करें तो न्यू स्लाइड बन जाती है okay okay friends next is uh,
Excuse me, sir.
yes please
Sir,
I'm doing the page number so that you can connect it
okay, sir. Sir, can you open page number 11? There is an assumption that you have written ki T is independent of time.
page 11 is this one right
Yes, sir. In blue color,
so
you
T
have
is
written that.
independent of
Sir, what is T here? I don't get.
it is the statement is the pressure increment delta sigma dash is applied instantaneously so that T is independent time means it is not at a particular time it is just instantaneous it is just instantaneous I mean like in the consolidation test in the laboratory we were noting the time and we were applying the pressure increment at a certain time but here it can be any time
Okay, sir.
that is the only thing okay so the next point is This should, the above equation, this should evidently be equal to volume change, same as in the single degree 1D consolidation. So this should evidently be equal to the volume change of element, soil element, per unit time. So we can say del V upon del T is equal to del Vx upon del x plus del Vy into dx dy dz. So this is question 4. Now we know from the first principles that 1 plus E, that is a void ratio, is equal to V upon Vs. This already we know. So, or we can say, or V is equal to Vs into 1 plus E, and this volume is what? Dx dy dz. Vs is volume of solids. Barabar is equal to constant. Hence, we can say that del V upon del T is equal to Vs into del V upon del T, right? Also, Vs is equal to dx dy dz upon 1 plus E. Hence, we can say that del V upon del T is equal to dx dy dz upon 1 plus E into del E upon del T. Friends, it is only long equation, but there is no any complex mathematics. You all are mathematicians. So don't get scared of these equations. So now we will substitute in fourth. So we get del E upon del T is equal to 1 plus E del Vx upon del x plus del Vy upon del y plus del Vz upon del z. It is, say, sixth. Now, same as in the first principle and in the 1D consolidation, we do here also. Now, as the change in total head H can be due to a change in excess hydrostatic pressure, hence same as we did in previous case, delta H we can say as 1 upon gamma W into del U bar. So now we can write that Darcy's law is Vx is equal to Kx into Ix. So we can say Kx into del H upon del X. Similarly, we can write Vz is equal to Kz Iz is equal to Kz upon gamma W. You know, this can also be written as equal to Kx upon gamma W, like the change in pressure, you see, del U upon del X. Why? Because this is the relationship. Because of this one, delta H is equal to delta U bar upon gamma W. So same. So this equation, I think 8, this is equation number 8. And therefore, from all these equations, we can say that del E upon del T is equal to 1 plus E upon gamma W kx delta 2U upon del x square plus ky delta 2 bar upon del y square plus kz delta 2U bar upon del z square. So this simple arithmetic, as I said, don't get scared. Now on solving, on further solving, we get one plus E AV into gamma W into kx to delta 2 bar on del x square plus ky delta 2U bar upon del y square plus kz this is equation 10. So also we know that CV is equal to K1 plus E upon AV into gamma W. So we can say that del U upon del T is equal to CVX delta 2U upon del X square plus CVY delta 2U upon del Y square plus CVZ delta 2U upon where CVX is equal to KX into 1 plus E upon AV into gamma W. CVY is equal to KY 1 plus E upon AV into gamma W, and CVZ is equal to KZ into 1 plus E upon AV into gamma. So this is, again I repeat my words, don't get scared. It is very simple arithmetic if you know the basic principles, and the same pressure and pressure increment, then the head, how much head is created, and using those relationship only this equation can be developed. So you can develop the solution of 3D equations solution to 3D equation. Now you already know that for 1D flow CVZ this is for 1D flow, and for 3D flow the flow is always radial. Radial means in all the directions. Let me try to explain you that this is a ground level and this is all clay soil. This is all clay soil, highly plastic clay. Then if I provide a sand drain, if I provide a drain, sand drain like this, is full of sand, and I apply some pressure on it, obviously water will move radially towards this. And at the same time, water will start traveling upward. The moment water comes into these sand drains, these are sand drains. These are sand drains. So the moment water comes into these sand drains, the water will start traveling upward by itself due to capillary action. Sand will facilitate the movement of water into the sand drains. So that's why we call it radial flow. Radial means this is moving like this, moving like this, moving like this. It is called radial flow. So for the radial flow, the equation is CVR delta 2U bar upon del R square plus 1 by R del U bar upon del R is equal to question 13. So solution of 3D consolidation equation is 1 minus U is equal to 1 minus UZ into 1 minus UR. Here U is equal to degree of consolidation for 1D flow, and UZ is equal to degree of consolidation for 1D flow in vertical direction, and UR is degree of consolidation in radial direction. So this is the solution, and more I can discuss on Thursday. Because I feel the time is over now. Okay, thank you very much. So on Thursday we will finish this 3D consolidation. Okay, thank you very much.